So I just got back from an event, and while we were there, we were having a discussion about business, job, capital, and all of that. And I said, it's not every business that requires capital to start. And they said, okay, give us an example. And I said, catering. And somebody said, it's not possible. You need capital. I said, how? And I explained, if you learn the skill and you start doing something with your own food that you're cooking in the house, you start trying out your skills, and then you tell a few people that, oh, I actually am learning catering, or I'm now a caterer. Please, for your events and everything, please, if you have any intimate event, even if it's a small event, I'm available to cook for you and all of that. And then you take their money that they want to pay you, and then you use that money to buy the ingredients and cook for them. So you don't need capital to start. So we're having that conversation, and I was saying that a lot of people, their problem is not money, their problem is laziness, their problem is mindset, their problem is way more than money. If you give them money, they would not be able to stand, because the foundation is not strong. The inner work has not been done, and that person's business will crumble, because their problem is not money. Their problem is beyond money. So I was explaining that as simple as building a personal brand on Instagram is something that you can start now. It's your lowest hanging fruit. It's something you can start doing now if you're using a phone. Many people use iPhone. Even youth, young people, children, like teenagers are using iPhone. So no excuse, really. You have data, you have phone, put your phone to use. I started going live on Instagram with rechargeable lights. I keep saying this thing. How bad do you want it? I wanted to speak. I needed to speak. Fire was burning inside me to speak. And I did not have money for ring lights, because that time, that's when everything just happened. It was still fresh. Everything, life had happened. I'd lost my job. I didn't have money to buy ring lights. So I would charge my rechargeable lights very well. It would be full. I would use the freezer as my platform. I would take the flower vase and put my phone to face me, and I would start speaking. People thought I had one nice place. No! How bad do you want it? There's something you have in your hand. There's something you can do. Start from there. People that want to even see you and give you capital have to look at you as someone that is capable. And how do you do that? By building trust. How do you build trust? Personal brand is the way. No, like, and trust. Build your personal brand. Start talking about what you can do, about yourself. Let people get to know you. Then they will get to like you. And when they trust you, they will give you money. If they see that you know how to do something, this is a skill that you have learned, and they've seen that you can do it, they will give you money. Even if banks or grants or funders want to give you money, they have to trust you that that thing that you are saying, you can do it. What have you started doing? They will ask you, what are you building? Build something. Start something. You say, I want to, I have a dream, I have an idea. Start it. Otherwise, all you have is an idea. You have not started anything. What have you started? What have you built? It's very important. I see a lot of people, women, young people, sometimes it's laziness. Tell yourself the truth. I'm lazy. And then start to work from there. Nobody can help you if you cannot help yourself. Nobody can help you beyond how bad you want it. How bad do you want it? The Bible says, as soon as you are tired and restless, you will lift the yoke off your neck. You. I wanted to just come back home, take off my wig, clean my makeup, and then I saw this message by Pastor Ayo of Petra Church. And he was saying that T.D. Jakes was invited to speak in a plenary session at a particular revival meeting, and that in the meeting, he wasn't the main speaker. He just had a plenary session, and as at that time, his church was in a garage, right? So he preached for, I think, 10 to 15 minutes, and he preached his whole life. Like, he preached as if he was preaching as a main speaker. And that when they were compiling the recordings and the messages for that particular episode, or that they wanted to air, usually they would only air the sessions of the main speakers. But after putting all of them together, they had some space, like they wanted to put something else. So they put T.D. Jakes' session, the plenary session. Now, Paul Crouch, the owner of TBN, was writing his autobiography, and he wanted to share some very vulnerable things, and he was hesitating and everything. So he eventually just kept his book aside and said, let him just keep it. Then he put on the TV, and guess the message that came on TBN? TD Jakes' message saying, your wounds, Jesus Christ died, and his wounds, he was not ashamed of his wounds. Don't be ashamed of your wounds. And he said he has not seen that kind of direct message to him before. And he was like, who is this guy? He called his team and said that this man will be preaching every day. Get the cameras, get everything, and get it to him. And we're going to be airing this man on TV every day. That's how TD Jakes started appearing on TBN without paying a dime. Like, they literally took the cameras to him, took everything to him, and he was just teaching. The same teaching he has been doing, the same thing he has been doing. So what have you been doing? When they now come and say they want to give you money, they want to give you capital, they want to give you opportunity, what are they going to be giving you? What would they be empowering? Because many people are praying for rain, but there's no seed in the ground. What seed have you put in the ground? What have you started doing? The country is not good. Your mother did not treat you well. Your mother did not raise you well. Your father refused to give you money. This person refused to help me. You help yourself now. Nobody want to help you. You help yourself. Start doing something. Start doing something, no matter how small, no matter how common it is, no matter how. Stop commonizing that gift that you have. As simple as encouraging people. That's how I started on Instagram. Just encouraging people, it is well, everything will be fine. Today I just came to encourage somebody. That is how I started. Today I'm speaking, I'm coaching, I'm doing so many things from that one thing that you have in your hand. What do you have in your hand? Stop making excuses and stop waiting for people. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. What you're waiting for is waiting for you. The rain that you are praying for, would the rain fall on an empty ground? Or would the rain fall on a ground that already has seed? What would the rain meet in the ground? That's the question. What will your helpers meet when they come to you? What will the people you are praying for meet when they come to you? Will they meet excuses? Will they meet you doing something? And what will they meet you doing? No matter how, no matter what it is, start. Live Again started with me just saying I want to just help women live again. I will just be talking on Instagram. I'll just be sharing. You can live again. You can live again. Today the story is different. Just Google it. I don't need to talk too much. The story is different. Start.